Here's your
Oh,
story
okay.
time. Listen to this. Listen to this song, guys. It's so good. I'm stuck.
Yeah, I finally made it. Ah, the 500 mark.
Yeah, you can do your story time now.
Okay. Uh, my sister demand that I won't show up to the barbecue party that I planned. I'm a 40-year-old male who loves barbecues.
Age keeps going up.
Everyone in the neighborhood knows that I love barbecues. To the point where it's a daily time where they go to my house for some barbecue. One time, it was during one of my son's anniversaries. To congratulate him, I wanted to go to the barbecue with him. I wanted to do a barbecue with him, I'm sorry. And when I got the stuff ready, my wife tested me that she said, "Hey, I don't think you should show up to the party. You're
I
always
thought
such
you
a
said
house full."
sister.
Sister, I meant. No
Where are you at, Alabama?
Yeah. Anyway, my sister texted that I should not be at the barbecue party that I had planned. I asked her why. She said that the neighbors thought you were a sloppy drinker. And plus, we can easily get food from you. You'll serve us. I don't care what you say. I turned off my phone and put it on mute. I can't believe what she had said to me. I can't believe she would actually say this to me. And that's when I decided to come out to plan. Okay. And that's when I decided to come up with a plan. You see, at the same day as my barbecue, my sister had planned like a shopping spree at a Gucci store, and she'll pay for everything. And she thinks that with barbecues and Gucci's, she thinks that Gucci will win. I don't have a plan though. You see, I decided that during the day of the Gucci spree, I would plan the barbecue there. I sent invites to the neighbors, and I waited. Every second, I felt more nervous and nervous, to the point where it felt like the soul was about to leave. And then I heard the cars pull up. One by one, they slowly came. My plan had worked, and we had a great time, but out of nowhere, a Lamborghini pulled up into the parking lot. It was my sister. She was furious. Why did you invite people to your dumb barbecue? She exclaimed. Everyone likes food and clothes, I said. Gucci is more expensive than food. The neighbors stepped up before it escalates to a bigger problem. So what? It's good. One of them said. Yeah, said the child. The kids were playing in the backyard, playing with the bouncy houses, not knowing that this was happening. A few minutes later, of constant complaints from the sister, she left, finally. And now we had a peaceful barbecue with all of my neighbors. The end. How'd you like that one? You liked it?
Screen, look at my screen, yep,
What was your favorite part?
I don't know. I mean, it was kind of just good, so I don't really have a favorite part. I'm sure Silver would have a lot to say if he didn't die because of the stupid ray that removed his abilities.
could probably run. It's like the worst map.
It's like the best map. It's like my favorite map for Sonic. Because if you're Sonic and it's like Colossus, you can run behind the door and hide. If you're Silver, you can glitch inside of the wall.
What story time?
No,
Or
not yet. You just have to wait for the round to start and me to get situated so I don't get brutalized by evil Sonic. Or Romeo's OC over here.
Let's go gambling.
Let's go gamble. Oh god. I'm already stuck inside of the wall. Okay,
So,
I got this. Yeah, just do your story time. Oh, okay then.
I'll
Oh,
let you
God.
to get ready.
I am ready. No,
Okay.
where's my back? Oh god. Ugh. Just do your story time already.
Okay. When I was a kid, my mom carried a stopwatch with her. I always wondered why, but now, when I'm older, I finally understand. As a kid, my mom carried a stopwatch with her. Every time I said a word, she would click it. 0 to 1, 1 to 2. Every time I said something, the dollar comes back. My limit of lords was 100 a day. If I say more than that, I get no thinner. When I finally moved out of Aaron's house, I felt free. I should know that. When I was in my bed, I woke up to the signs of me vomiting all over my bed. I wanted to say something, but I couldn't. I already reached my limit for the day. I woke up Mom and signaled her to follow me. When she found the vomit, she called a hospital. And during the hospital, she carried the stopwatch with her. Even outside the house, it always followed me everywhere. I tried to tell the doctors what happened, but I reached my limit, and my mother told me to stop talking. You reached the limit. The doctors had to take her out of the room before I was able to talk.
He's trying to get in. He's trying to get in.
And when they realized that I had problems since the last 3 days of being here, 3 days I had a tumor in my stomach, and I couldn't. And I always felt something was in the stomach, but I couldn't tell Mom, because that would cause too much words to explain. When I finally went home, my mom didn't feed me for the next day. Several years later, I finally moved out of my parents' house. I met my soulmate, who's 28. We lived together, and a couple of months later, I realized that I was pregnant, and I went to the doctor. He said in 3 days it's gonna probably come out. So I set up a plan, but I didn't set up a plan. So I waited 1 day, and then I got a notification from my mom to say that she wanted to go to like a to her house for a party. I then told her that I'm having a child. She said, I don't care. A party's more important than whatever you're doing. I was furious. But then I got an idea. So I asked her, when's the party? She said, in 2 days. Nice, I said. I'll talk to you later. Hi. Stop texting her. And I set out several invitation tickets to the hospital alongside a note saying that I might get in trouble, so I want to be there when I finally give birth. 2 days later, the party came and my water broke. It's all over the mattress. We went to the hospital along with like all of my neighbors. They watched me give birth to a nice girl. My mom, wondering why no one's at the party, texted me saying, are you jealous that you aren't invited to the party? I said, nah, and just stopped texting her for an hour. 5 years later, my mom wanted to see my child. My husband was like, absolutely not. But I said, what if she changed? Maybe it could be a good idea. So I invited her to the meet and greet the new child thing. When I got there, I realized that she had the stopwatch too. But she didn't give a big reveal yet. So she wanted to get out, and when I saw her talking to my child, she had the same clicking motion she had over when I was younger. Same click sound, the same thing, 100 words a day. Problem is, my child is a very talkative person. She loves to talk a lot. What? My child was confused. Well, I don't understand why you're doing this, Grandma. I don't understand why. Could you explain? She said. And then when she reached the 100 limit, she said, no dessert for you for the whole day. She was crying. When I saw this, I was furious. I yelled at her to get out of the house. She looked at me like, she's too talkative. She needs something to stop talking with this attitude. I don't care. Get out of my house. She listened, and I calmed her, saying that it's okay, you'll get dessert. And ever since that day, she never talked to Grandma again. To my mom, and that's right. I'm still traumatized from this. The end.
So you're traumatized because your mother said to your daughter that she wouldn't get dessert?
No. She's traumatized because when she reached the limit, she won't get dinner. The wife, the character I was playing as. The girl.
Oh wow. So like that's the only. So that's illegal.
Really illegal. Underfeeding children.
Not feeding your children is illegal. Is legal. That's not okay. You can't not feed your children because they speak too much.
How'd you like that one?
It was fine, yeah. Let's see, what else? Wait a second. Oh my god, I'm back under the mat. I would like to hear another story time.
Okay. Okay. When I was a child, my sister was always the golden. My parents pushed away my anniversary like it's nothing, and stole money from my grandma that she gave to me to help me financially support us. When I was a teenager, my parents were hell. They only liked one, never me. My sister was always the golden favorite. She she gets spoiled, rotten, and then they got her the most expensive car. And my grandma, she had lots of money, but every month she would send me like 3,000 to help me. And but that money never went to me. And I only figured out when I went to my sister's party. At the party, before the party, I was a teenager who worked 2 jobs, had an existential crisis, and don't eat enough a day. Basically, I have no money, overworked, and underfed. I always complain to my parents, but they always say the same thing. Your sister needs the money. Work another job or something. I already worked 2 jobs, so I refused. Because no way I'm gonna overwork myself to the point where I drop dead on my desk. When I went to my sister's party, it was really fancy. Fancy cloths, Gucci designer bags, with the car, and everything. Even my grandma was there. When I was at the party, I was just sitting there, and then my grandma said, "I'm glad that the 3,000 I send you every month helps you." I looked at her confused, wondering what she meant. And then I said, "I never got money." Grandma was confused. She showed me a check she showed me her phone about the money I got. And I never knew that I ever got money. And when I started to catch on, my parents said, "Hey, sweetie, how you doing?" Grandma tried to say something, but then cut her off. When Grandma finally spoke up, she said, "I thought I've been sending you 3,000 this whole time. Where's the money going?" She looked at Dad, repeated the question. My dad replied, "It's your financial savings account." Grandma stated, if she got money and put in a savings account, she would know that she got money and never say, "I never got money" in the first place. Mom intervened, saying, "Hey, listen, we took the money and put it in a savings account and give it to your sister." My grandma slammed on the desk, on the table. In a furious tone, she said, "What? I thought I'd been sending it to her, not y'all scumbags." My sister, this whole time being on her phone, finally looked up. "Wait, is that how you afford my Lamborghini Express?" I'm not sure if it's a thing.
Lamborghini Express.
It's a thing I made up. It's expensive.
Alright, yeah.
My dad told her to shut up, but my grandma knew what was happening. took a check paper, wrote my name on it, and put $6,000. She slid it across the table for me before I can get it. Dad caught it before I was able to get it. You don't need this, sweetie. And she put it in her pocket, and he put it in his pocket. And Grandma said, "Since when did you need the money?" She said in a cold, friendly voice. And my dad said, "Well, she's just spent it irresponsibly, like she done before." My grandma, extremely irritated and furious, said, "You're spending money too much? Look at her! She's skin and bones! She works 2 jobs, lives in your basements, and also under extremely fed. She's practically lucky she's even alive. She'd drop dead if she worked 3 jobs. And this is how you react to your daughter finally getting money that she deserved? You don't deserve anything. I'm not putting your name in my will." My dad cried as he gave me the receipt, the check paper. Finally, after 3 months, I finally got the money that I truly deserve. My sisters, and when I got up to leave, my sister jumped up to stop me from leaving. "Wait, you can't leave. I've always wanted you, and I never understood why they wouldn't spend money on you." I ignored her and I went to the door, and I went to my grandma's car since he called me to. A couple of minutes later, she got in the car and she drove me to her house where I was properly fed and finally have a good job where I don't need to work myself until I drop. And I cut all communications with my mother. The end.
That's a nice story. I like that one a lot. That was a pretty good story like that. I liked that one. That was really good.
How'd you rate it?
Like, for you, 9 out of 10. It's pretty good.
Nice.
Well. Huh?
The silver
Oh, they're down there.
The silver has to say anything about the story?
Tripwire must be so mad right now that I was just chilling up there. They tried to hit me with a laser beam. I'm like, dude, are you serious? I should have chosen 2011X or something.
More story times when you're ready?
Yeah. a perfect version. Oh, wait, it's me. I gotta
He
get the
wants
20.
to.
I gotta get the 2011X out. The 2011X voice out for this one. Hi there. No. I'm Postal Dude. Yeah. Play your story type.
Okay.
I'm 2011X. I'm evil. And I
How's
won't believe you.
I was eating lunch with my
Oh, I hate it.
friends. I was eating lunch with my friends when the principal barged in. Who owns a green backpack? He said.
Monster. Be better.
When I when he said that, I did a mistake of raising my hand. So security officers went and took us to the principal's office. And the prin and and uh and I never knew that it would be interesting that of all colors that green was chosen. I was wondering, scared, and wondering why do we all need to get called in? When I got to the principal, there was 2 guards waiting for us in it. I was the first one to do exam, and when apparently I passed, did she look? Well, it was my other classmates' turn. They were nervous when I came in, and they were calm when they came out of the room. One of them was one of the other people of the green backpack didn't even show up. I felt like that they were trying to not get in trouble because they wouldn't show up if they had something weird in their backpacks. Green backpacks. My principal came out of the room and said, someone with a green backpack carried contraband in their backpacks. And it's not all of you, but I know someone who didn't show up. Nathan. Nathan was like a chill, quiet, calm kid who didn't crash out easily. Apparently, he bought contraband really bad, so I had us all investigated. And when we found out what it was, I was shocked. A gun. He got a loaded gun with several mags and spare ammos. And he punted and he planted. And he had this for like a long time now. But well, when I checked in his backpack the other day, before this day, I never saw it. I never saw the contraband. And I was like, does he really have all these? He does this day? Something bad must have happened if he's deciding this day.
Stop moving. You might trip.
So when I brought Nathan out, he looked calm and quiet, like he was expecting this to happen. The principal tried to talk to him, but all he said was, "I want my lawyer." That's when the cops stood ready with the tasers out.
The story time took too long. I already killed everybody.
Okay. Still want me to continue?
Keep going. It's good, I like it.
Okay. So, when Nathan was here, he didn't care to not say anything. All he said was that he wanted a lawyer. Although his rights say that he does have the right to request for lawyers, he can't just not say anything. So when they questioned him and he didn't answer, they just put him into cuffs. But they didn't put him in the car. So they asked the other people. They asked the two people who are like the main bullies of the whole school. When they were both asked the same question, did you put contraband in Nathan's backpack? Both of them said no. We looked into security cameras and we saw that the whole time it was recording, it was like the whole time it was recording, no one had even touched the backpack. Only when the teacher came to schedule the backpack checks, he found it. And that's when it all happened. The principal asked the two bullies of when he had the backpack of Nathan. He said both of them said the same thing during Halloween. So they looked through the Halloween cameras, the cameras during Halloween time. Both of the boys were teasing the bully of him not being tall enough to get this backpack. And then he tossed the backpack to the other guy. And he just had it there. And he planned on not giving it back to him regardless. He was tying his shoes and then that's it. And the rest of it is just random trick-or-treaters going trick-or-treating. The principal called me in and said to see if I can see anything in there. I looked closely when the guy had the backpack. I saw a shadowy figure standing next to the bag, opening it, and planting the contraband there. After ruthless hours of trying to figure out who it was, we cracked the code. It was Isaac. Isaac never did anything bad. I mean, he did lots and lots and lots and lots of pranks as a freshman or as a middle schooler. So when I called him in, when they found out who it is, they arrested him. And now it's one of the best rumors told in this and it's relief that he didn't do it today. The end.
Nice. I don't even think I can make it. Alright, you can tell more stories. That's really good.
Okay. Okay, so when the fire alarm went off, we all rushed to the door out of the classroom, but the teacher said otherwise. It was during seminars. It was during testimeters and during this test, multiple people in the past have pulled a firearm to skip it. And now, today, she learned her lesson. You all think I'm falling after her again? Nope. Back in your desk. But But Miss, shut it and sit. So during the time of the firearm piercing after making it hard to focus, the switches went off.
The power emerald! I can feel the
Mrs. Hannah looked at the like it personally insulted her.
Close. Good correction.
We tried to.
Good correction.
We tried to cover the paper with our bodies, but it was too late. It was nicely soaked into the waters of the paper. And one student even stood up and said, "You know what? I don't care. I'm not dying in the fire. I don't care if I get expelled for leaving school grounds during a actual fire. I'd rather do." He headed to the door. Miss Hannah stopped her, saying that this is a common joke that students like to do to skip semesters. And then when the student gave up, I saw smoke coming under of the door. Mrs. Hannah, there's smoke coming under the door. It was thin and she couldn't see it. So I went aside when she couldn't see. When I saw it again, it was thicker, more visible, even at the corner of the room. Hannah, there's smoke coming through the door again. She looked at it and said, "It's probably students of vaping in the picture." Mrs. Hannah, that's not vape smoke. Shut it and do your test. And then 5 minutes, and then 1 minute later, I got a notification from my mom. "Get out of the building! This is on the fire!" I showed it to Mrs. Hannah. She laughed and shook it off. Using your mom to convince us that there's a fire. Clever.
Bro, Knuckles, stop it. Knuckles, shut up. I'm listening to a story time.
And
Oh my god,
and when Mrs. Hannah when Miss Hannah looked out the window to see fire trucks, she just didn't believe it. We pickpocket this.
Where is he?
We pickpocket the key off of her waist and tried to open a door. We tried to open the door, but it was so hot. But the hallway was practically in flames. We couldn't leave her like this. We all stated. One of the students kicked out a window, attempting to leave through the window. Miss Hannah shouted at him, screaming that she was for the damage that he did while breaking the window. But when she finally opened a news app to watch something, she realized that the same school was on fire. And now she finally believed us. Everyone out the building in fashion order. Fashion order. Buddy, we're about to die in a fire because of you. We all stay for the door. You can't leave for the door because the pole is practically in fire. She realized that there's no option but to throw themselves out the window to save themselves. We all took turns, and Nathan was the first person to do it. He hung out the window at its edge and said, "Hey, at least it's better to live and not die over the grave." He dropped down and landed in the bushes, softening his fall. I was next, and it hurts a lot to fall on the bushes. After everyone was like, out the building. Well, almost everyone, just one person saying that this time I can go.
Oh my god, Sonic. Trying to be so cool.
Going after Mrs. Hana went to do. She went through, but her jacket got caught on the window shards. The fire was practically in.
Helicopter.
And when he was getting burns from the fire that was in the craft room,
Excuse me?
he told her to hurry up, the fire is practically around here. She said that she got caught. And with no option, he helped her through the cut, then she
Your pronouns are she, no he, no she, no he, no she, I, she, What being a storytime YouTuber does to you. Now you're confused, who are you talking about?
He helped her by cutting her coat to free herself, and when he finally came down, he suffered third-degree burns. When we're all outside, the firefighters put out the fire, but most of it was damaged. Couldn't save it in time. Ever since that day, she was arrested. The end.
Wait, what'd she get arrested again? Because she kept the children inside of the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of illegal. I mean, in today's now and age, they wouldn't have been arrested. They would have been like, hey girl, you can't do that. Bad. No. That's a big no-no. That's kind of it, though. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Okay, are there any more story times in your, noggin? Oh, fuck. No, please.
Let me get an idea.
I can't even... Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Oh, okay.
Help!
Okay, I got another one. I got another story time. You ready?
Yeah.
When I was... should I do like a revenge story tale?
Yeah, sure.
When Karen walked through the doors, demanding that she and her friends should get the VIP tables for free. And what I did next ruined her life forever. When I was like 10 years old, my parents rented a restaurant. Rented a popular restaurant where they'd serve awesome burgers with like out of this world cooking skills. And when I was 20, I was given the restaurant's new owner, and I decided to rebrand everything. I changed the logo, changed how everything works at the VIP. When I was finished, it was really slow, and I started to worry if I ruined my family tree of this restaurant. But then it began to work. A famous YouTuber went to my restaurant to say how good the food was and
Luigi.
And also to promote, and it's also to promote the restaurant to all of his fans. When he did, the restaurant exploded. Millions and millions of people all wanted to try food. All wanted to try the food. One day, when I was on the cashier place, since he was sick, a group of a group of people, a group of women came in and said that they want some seats.
Why is this the sound? What even is that?
What? The fact that it gets slower as well.
It's slower. Okay, continue with your story time while Silver is stuck inside of here thinking about his thoughts and what he deserves.
And I then asked the women if they have a seating plan and plan ahead outside. She said
The power emerald. I can feel the power.
They said no, but they also said that the owner's a really good person and always has some VIP seats for us in case we need them. And decided to play along, because why not? First, I wish you said I refused. And they
The power emerald. I can feel the power.
Knuckles, shut up. That's Knuckles, by the way. That's Knuckles.
I can feel the power.
Knuckles does that. That's Knuckles too. But this one's me.
What are you doing to the guy?
It's just the time rewind, bro. And I'm stuck in this dang wall, bro. I've been stuck
You
in
want some actually Subway Surfers gameplay?
You can keep going with your story. I'm just gonna be stuck in this wall and die.
I asked for a resume. They said no, but the owner was a very nice person who said they always had a couple of seats in the VIP section in case if they needed them. I asked why would the owner do that. She got mad and yelled at me, saying that if I question her again, it's either to by the end of the week I should get fired or scrub in the toilet. I decided, you know what, I'm playing it wrong. I want to ruin this person's life. And then I say, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm gonna question again. They both were happy, and took them to the VIP. I gave them some menus, and the menus aren't like the regular ones. The prices are hidden. It's a trade secret. So, I said that the first round of drinks were free. And, but yeah. Then, after like a whole hour of waiting, they were sloshed, having nothing but drinks in their stomachs. And one of the Karens asked, "What's taking so long?" I said, "Due to how busy the restaurant is, it may take some delays. We apologize for the inconvenience." So, when they finally get their food, they were digging in it like they haven't been fed in years. After they finished, I gave them the bill of $20,000 in total.
Oh my god, you're actually doing Subway Surfers.
And
Oh my god, you're
the
actually
main-
doing it.
And the main Karen yelled my name to come over here. And when I looked at she gave me the bill. I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, wrong bill, someone else." And she was relieved that it was someone else's bill that she got. She called me a dumbass. And I said, "You know what? I'm pretty sure they ordered more than this." So I gave the real actual bill, and it came up to $23,000 with 52 cents. The mini Karens were in shock. The main Karen was in tears. And called me over, and Colin and the main Karen called me over, shouting at me, wondering if I got someone else to do it. And I said, "No, nope, that's the bill." The mini Karen yelled at me, say that she knows the owner, and she'll get me fired, most likely by the end of the week. I said, "You know what, that's good." And then I said, "Cut it! I'm done. I'm done with your attitude. Yeah, you treat me nothing but crap. I've worked my whole life working at this restaurant, helping my family to keep growing this food chain. And also, I have no idea who you are. So, stop lying and cut the crap. Because I am the owner of the restaurant." The main Karen was in tears, saying that she'll never pull something like this again. And she promised to sign the bill. She signed the bill as the baby Karens look in the bag to see if they have extra cash to help her, despite saying that today was on her. They walked out, and for a few days I haven't seen them again, thinking that they were gone. And a few days later, I saw the same Karen, the same main Karen with the father. The father was mad. Was mad. So I said, "Oh, okay, come into my office." I showed the security cam footage, and by the time they were out, the dad was screaming at the baby Karen. And I had that playing on, and never saw him again. Justice was truly reserved. The end.